Hello students, good morning. I hope you are well. You are staying at your home, not going outside without any emergency, right? Okay, so last day we have completed the question answers of the previous chapter, that is self management skill, right? Today we will start the question answers of web application. I have told you previously also, but many students have not listened that time in previous video. Who have not who have listened, that's okay, very good. Again you listen this question answers, and who have not listened, who have not seen that video, again you see this question answers of this web application. Okay, so we will complete. First you read the chapter thoroughly, okay, because questions come from your chapter, inside the chapter. Okay, because now you have to ready, you have to prepare according to the board exam, so use the reference book also. Okay, so, that I have told you in early session, that is Sumita Arora, this IT book 402 code. Okay, so today let us see page number 125. Okay, page number 125, that question answers of your books. Fill in the blanks, it's started. Okay, section E, fill in the blanks. Number 1, dash add a visual indication when an alert sound occurs, that is visual alert. Okay, answer will be visual alert. Number 2, computer networks allow sharing of resources such as dash and printers. So anything you can write, computers, desktop, laptop, mobile, so anything you can write. So don't write mobile, laptop, desktop. Okay, these things you can write. Next is every dash on a network has a unique address. So that will be every node, or you can say computer on a network. What the computers are on a network, each and every computer has a separate address, unique address, that is, which enables other network devices to communicate with, by which by with the help of this uh, address, unique address, computer can share with each other. Okay, next number 4, that is computer networks in large organizations have curves that are used only for the purpose of dash sharing resources. Okay, the answer will be sharing resources. Number 5, blogs generally follow dash writing style, informal and informal writing style. Okay, blogs always follow this informal writing style. Next is the information displayed on a blog is in dash order, chronological order. Okay, next question, web address beginning with a dash is an indication of a secured website. If the address is that, then it will start with https double slash, https colon double slash, or in address bar you can see that padlock, that is also a symbol of secured website, secured address, that is. And if it is https started with that, that means it is a secured website. Okay, so always follow this type of website you use this. Okay, so next question, web address big number 8, dash is a destructive program that masks itself as a useful program. So the answer will be Trojan horse. Okay, this is a destructive program, but it masks itself use a useful program, itself as a useful program. You can that's why it is a very dangerous. Okay, because you can't detect that virus by seeing the programming codes. Okay, so this is very dangerous, so it is a very destructive program. Now keylogger is an example of spyware. Answer will be spyware. Next, true false. First, Hike is a web based instant messaging software. False, because this is application based. Number 2, some instant messaging software allow users to receive offline messages. Yes, offline messages, many as instant messaging softwares are there which use this offline messages, so that is will be true. Yahoo Messenger is a web-based instant messenger. Yes, it is true. Next, Hangouts doesn't give you a notification when anyone is trying to contact you or send you an individual invite. So it will be true. Next is you can send an invite or start a conversation to add a contact on Hangouts. True. A virus can erase files from the hard drive. True. Next is worm refers to a software used by hackers to collect information about a person or organization without their knowledge. False. Next, antivirus software helps in protecting the computer against threats such as viruses, worms, and other malicious code. So it will be true. Okay. So this is completed. Next one. Next, match the following. Number C, section C. Number 1, section C, number 1. Match the type of networks with the description. Type of networks are PAN, WAN, LAN and MAN. And description, first, devices located in close proximity. That will be LAN. Okay, C it will be. Next, includes many LANs. It will be MAN. MAN includes a different LANs, collection of LANs. So MAN includes many LANs. Next is used leased lines and satellite communication. It will be WAN. WAN uses this leased lines and satellite communication. Next is DMAN. So MAN will be in I have told you MAN. Network organized. Last one, number 4. Network organized by individual users. It will be PAN. Okay, personal area network, PAN. Okay, number 2, C number 2, match the following, match the respective term with its description. Blog, blogger, blog post, microblogging, blogging. Blog means online journal, so it will be number 4. Blogger, who writes blogs. So number 5, person who creates the blog. Number C, blog post, that is an individual entry on a blog. So number 1, an entry on a blog. Microblogging, that is a short blogging, very small blogging, that is microblogging. So it will be very short blog posts. Number 2. Last one, blogging. Blogging means an art of writing a blog. Okay, so way of writing a blog. So that is number 3. Now question number 3 of section C. Match the website description with its respective logo used to book bus tickets, that is redbus.in. Okay, so number 3 it will be A. Used to buy consumer products, Amazon. C, used to buy flights, bus, train, flight, bus, train tickets and make hotel reservation, that is GoIbibo. GoIbibo. Okay, so that is .com, GoIbibo. Next is answer the following. Number 1, explain any 3 features of universal access. Universal access, the free universal access means what? If the person is not able in any suppose in hearing or visual, okay, so any type of disabled person, how they can access the computer parts, input devices, output devices, that is through the universal, like an individual, same as an individual, that is universal access. So universal access, that may be cognitive. Then page number 99 or 199 you go. Yes, so this one, That may be cognitive impairment, hearing impairment, visual impairment. So dexterity impairment. So any three features you can write. Cognitive means the person who suffer some disorders like dyslexia or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, that is ADHD. Then this type of persons actually lack good communication. They can't talk properly, communicate properly with other persons, and reading skill is also not so good. Next is hearing impairment, that may be a partial or total loss of hearing. So how they can access the computer parts. Next is visual impairment, who was the person who is suffering from this visual impairment means total or partial loss of vision. Like they can also suffer from disorders like low vision, color blindness, or temporary or permanent blindness. So this type of things, these are the features of universal access. Next is what are the uses of a computer network? So this you can see in page number 106. What are the uses of computer network? Network means what? Network means when the computers, when more than one computers are connected with network with each other, when the computers are connected with each other, the devices are connected with each other in a network, then that is called a network. Okay, in the net. So computer network is a group of connected devices such as desktop, computer, laptop, printer, mobile devices, so which can communicate with each other and share hardware and software resources. So these devices are used to send and receive data and perform tasks such as sharing files, and these are also used to communicate, uh, conduct business, and buy or sell goods and service online. Online servicing we are doing, we are using that also. So these are the use of network. Next, question number 3. Briefly describe any 3 instant messaging software. So any 3 instant messaging, that may be application based, that may be web based. So WhatsApp, that is instant messaging software, Hike, Skype, so Spike or Skype, anything. So these things you can use. Okay, so Google yeah, Hangouts, then Yahoo Messenger, Skype. So all these things are instant messaging software. So any 3 is given here. So any 3 instant messaging software you explain. Next is that you can see in the page number 113. Okay, so next is list the general rules and etiquettes of chatting. Chatting rules and etiquettes of chatting means what? That is how will you, when you are using instant messaging, then instant messaging software, then how will you talk with the person? That is instant messaging technique. Okay, so these are the different rules and etiquettes of chatting are: number 1, like messages should be concise, to the point. Okay, that is very short and concise. Next is it should be clear messages. Then use appropriate language. Don't use abbreviation, because sometimes the person cannot understand the abbreviation, right? Next is don't use casual language. Always introduce yourself as your identity. Might not always be clear through your email address or username, so first you give your identity, then you start the message. Don't type in uppercase, because it is considered as a rude. Okay, rude and appears like you are shouting. Next, give people enough time to respond. Be polite. So these are the some etiquettes and rules which you should use while you are talking or while you are chatting in instant message, through this instant messaging software. Okay, so next question, write the steps to create your blog account on WordPress. So how will you create a blog account in WordPress? That you have to write. So that you can see here in 117 page number. So first you have to open a web browser, that may be any Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, whatever. Then write the address, type the address, that is https://wordpress.com, and then you select that blog and get started. Click on get started. Okay, you will get on the screen, that is get started. When you will click on the get started, the box will open where you have to write the name of the topic on which you want to create that blog. Okay, now next thing, type the name of the blog, and in the next step give your blog address. Once you select your free site, you can start a new blog. Then you start writing your blog, whatever you want to write in blog. So start typing, and after completing this, click on publish. Okay, so this is the way how will you create the blog account in WordPress. Next is, what are the advantages of making online transactions, that you can see in page number 18, online advantages. So first thing, transactions can be made from anywhere. Okay, suppose I am in Bangalore and I want to give I want to do the online transaction, and I want to take the product in Kolkata, so that we can do. It saves time, as you don't have to stand in queues, no, or physically visit any store. We can do it from home only. Most bank credit some points to your account every time you make an online transaction. Helps you keep a track of your spending. Okay, next is write a short note on worms and spyware. That is spyware you will get in your book, that is page number 121. Spyware you will get here, so from here you can write the short note. And worm is not in your book, so I am telling you, just note down in your copy. Okay, so worms, first you give a heading worm, and then write down. Worm is a stand-alone malware computer program. A computer worm is a stand-alone, STANDALONE, stand-alone malware, malware computer program that replicates itself in order to spread to other computers. It often uses a computer network to spread itself, relying on security failures on the target computer to access it. It will use this machine as a host to scan and infect other computers. Computer worms are recursive method to copy themselves without host program and distribute themselves based on the law of exponential growth, and then controlling and infecting more. Okay, so this is the definition and use of worm. So this chapter is completed, and read this chapter thoroughly. Then you can do other questions which whatever come from your book. Okay, and yes, you read the reference book also. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.